Sagittarius. How's it going? I don't know why I said it like that. Hello, my fellow Saggies. You're doing well. I'm out of candles. I wish I had a candle burning here, but I don't. Well, I'll live. Don't worry. No need to send me sympathies for being out of candles. I'm picking on myself. Whew. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. So we are already into August. I mean, it's been. I don't know. It's been as tragic and awful as it's been. Personally, it's really forcing me to look within and get my shit together and what's truly important in life, and shifting, making some adjustments. Mostly are somewhat internal adjustments. Sorry, something popped up. I hope you can't see that. So I don't know if you guys have been feeling that. Let me know below. So this is a reading for the sign of Sagittarius for August 2020. I think I'm going to do my mini Celtic cross spread, or my modified Celtic cross. Okay, one more. Excuse me. Okay, the bottom of the deck. It's the Eight of Cups. This card shows up when we can no longer accept something that we've resigned ourselves to, or we've told ourselves, hey, this is just the way it is. Like, this relationship is just going to be unsatisfactory at some level. This career I've chosen is just going to be a grind, but that's just the way it is. I have to just deal with fill in the blank. It's just the way it is. But you've known somewhere deep down that you're selling yourself short. You're settling. And so this is that moment realizing, it's also a moment where you realize that you can't, pouring more and more time and energy and effort into something doesn't work, especially if it's a relationship, if the other person isn't of the same mind and doesn't have the same intention of putting the same sort of energy and work into something to make it better, and that you alone, you can only control yourself. You can't control anyone else. And this is knowing, like, I am going emotionally bankrupt. I can't respect myself and put anything more into this. It doesn't make sense. And it's time to move on and walk away. It's interesting that there's fire in that. But that's the energy in this cup down here. I can't put any more energy into that. And I'm just going to, it's like cutting your losses as well. Is that a fish? I don't have my magnifying glass. So that's sort of a basis, whether this is something that happened recently or happened a long time ago. But you have gotten to a point, and it's going to be different for everyone. Some people, I mean, it could be a family member, it could be anything, but where you're Yeah, you've just gotten to that point. It can be sad, but it's also can be, okay, you know what? Now I can move on. There can also be a sigh of relief that, okay, you know what? It's over, and now I have the energy and the space to move forward. What was in the focus just recently? The Four of Wands. So I don't usually read reversals per se, as in keeping them upside down. I usually just turn them and then read the energy however it is, whether it's the upright or reversal. But I did notice that this card was upside down. And this is the marriage card, the happy home card, the house card. And so with it being in reverse, you may have had to walk away from a marriage, which can mean walking away from a house, walking away from friends, walking can be, I mean, it can be tough. It can be very lonely. And I mean, I hear it's harder to stay in a relationship than to leave it. But I also see a lot of people staying because it's easier to tell yourself to kind of be in denial and telling yourself, oh, this is just the way it is, and blah blah blah, when you know, instead of deal with the fact that deep down you're deeply, this isn't right, because then you have to deal with potentially being the bad one, even though if you know things weren't right. Breaking up potentially family, financially having a struggle. I was just had this conversation with a friend the other day. I said she's doesn't have a healthy relationship at all. I mean, like every bad thing that can happen in a relationship, like she can check that off the list. But she was like, oh my God, I don't want to have to give up my retirement, my money. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't want to say financial ruin, but I chose a much more difficult path when I left my marriage because financially, because of that. And it was worth every penny, to tell you the truth. But it's hard. It's hard to get there and think, holy shit, how am I going to live on one income and all that? I mean, it's a lot. Now, this could be having to move for a job, having to leave a toxic job situation and maybe take a pay cut, which then could lead you to maybe having to find a place that's cheaper to live and things like that. So it definitely doesn't just have to mean, oh, your marriage is breaking up. There's lots of, it could, I don't know, maybe where your kids go to daycare, or maybe a gym you go to, or a group you're involved with. There's something there that's just not right, and you have to move on. But then you have to deal with, replacing that or figuring out how to make it happen. Lots of different things. You kind of have to go with that, whatever comes to your mind. Could be family, because the Six of Cups was under this Eight of Cups. Or you just want to get back to a simpler time. Oh my God, I just realized this is a new deck. Look at this. Oh, this old dog. Oh, so cute. Oh, that's cute. Simplicity. You want simplicity. You want calmness. You want... Yeah, just to simplify things. Somewhere in your life, things have gotten way too just complicated, dramatic. It's just like a kind of taken on a life of its own. So what do you want most is the it's the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups. So this is the wish card. So what do you wish for? This card always reminds me of Trevor Hall's song Wish Man. And if I'll remember, I'll put the link down below. But the lyric in the song is, "Hey, wish man, tell me what's your wish. Close your eyes. All we've got is this." I just got the chills and a little sad. All we have is this moment right now, literally, which is reminding me to this Six of Cups card. This just the simple pleasures. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. I don't know. So some people, this is making them feel very emotional, or this is a very emotional time, which makes sense with this Eight of Cups. Whew. Okay. All right. Focus. Oh, I better hurry. You're in luck. I have to leave soon, so we'll have to, I can't just babble on. Judgment. Yeah, making a big decision. Making a wake-up call. So that's a wake-up call. Like, hey, all we have is this freaking moment. What part of my life am I involved with that just is sucking the life out of me? Life is too freaking short. So this is like the universe coming and I said this once, I couldn't remember what movie, it was Moonstruck, where Cher slaps, I think it's Nicolas Cage's character, across the face, goes, snap out of it. Like, this is the universe going, get a grip. What the hell are you doing? Life is too short. Why are you dealing with this bullshit and this spending all this time and energy? Like, life is too short. Let's enjoy just the, sorry, my email's on and dinging. Let's, where do you need someone to grab you and shake you and go, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you dealing with this? And you see things very clearly. Wow, look at the Judgment and the Sun card. This wake-up call. Something's going to make you go, holy shit. Sometimes this happens, like if you hear, and it doesn't even have to be someone you know, it can happen with a celebrity, where someone like passes or has a heart attack or whatever, and you're like, holy shit, I gotta get my act together. You know what I'm saying? So it could be something like that. But this is a real like wake-up call. This reminds me of, this is a Leo time we're at in August. I'm not sure Leo rules a Sun card, but I'm getting that energy. This is seeing things very, very clearly. Seeing where you resigned yourself to having to deal with something when you really don't have to. It was denial. You weren't there yet, but you're there now. Wow. 10 of Cups. You were just like, I want my happily ever after. And the wish card says, okay, what is that? It's not checking off boxes. Oh, when I get married, when I have kids, when I have this job, when I have this house, it's, all we have is right now, this moment, and you got to learn how to be happy now. It's not going to happen sometime in the future. All we have is this moment. So here are two sort of overall outcome cards, the wheel. I feel like you're turning your own wheel. We're turning our own wheel and making our own fortune by changing within. The goal of the wheel is to stay centered in the center of the wheel and to stay balanced and calm and appreciative and present in the moment. So interesting. I mean, there's very much, these images are all a release, a surrender, an opening up and a surrender to something higher. And whatever you believe in, it doesn't, I'm not saying what it is, but just understanding that so many things are out of your control and just surrendering and allowing. Even this is like opening up. And by releasing and surrendering and stop trying to force outcomes and control things and make things work that don't work, brings in all these new things, all these new positive things that you're excited about and inspired and enthusiastic and motivated to have a part of your life. New love, new jobs, new hobbies, new inspiration, new creativity. And they all come in very fast. And that happens with this wake-up call where you say, okay, I'm releasing control. I'm realizing I was living on in a more mundane place, trying to check off boxes, and now I'm releasing that, and I'm just seeing things clearly, that what's most important is enjoying the simple things in life. Hanging out with my dog. Maybe some of you lost a dog. I'm so sorry. It's just heartbreaking, isn't it? Oh, yeah, a wake-up call. A wake-up call that will bring more happiness than you could have ever wished for. And it's all takes place because of an internal transformation and walking away from things that are not serving you. Go set. Wow, this is a super powerful, transformative reading. Take care. Bye.